Kuwait is located over in the Middle East on the Persian-Arabian Gulf. Now, the beauty and the charm of this country is like no other. One can experience amazing architecture, history, as well as delicious cuisine, and there are high-end resorts and entertainment centers to enjoy as well. The culture over in Kuwait is a mixture of Islamic traditions and Western liberalism. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FTD Facts episode. Leroy Kenton here, and in this episode, I'll be discussing 10 surprising things that Kuwait is famous for. So let's get started. All right, number 10 leads us to the Grand Mosque. The Grand Mosque is the largest mosque in the country of Kuwait. It can easily hold up to 10,000 men and 950 women in separate halls. Now, the structure of the mosque stands majestically surrounded by a large hallway space, and it has a 5-story car park that can accommodate up to 550 cars. Now, the Grand Mosque also has a library full of Islamic scriptures and material for reference. The architecture of the building is a must-see for tourists. Now, the doors of the mosque are made up of teakwood, and intricate doorknobs are located on them. So there are a total of 144 windows in the structure. So yeah, it is magnificent. It is a beauty to behold. Now, from there at number 9, did you know that Kuwait has no natural source of water? Although Kuwait is located by the Persian-Arabian Gulf and is bordered by the vast sea, it still has no natural source of water. There are no rivers and lakes in Kuwait. All the water supply is done from underground. The country is dependent on lateral overflow from Saudi Arabia, and it has very limited supplies of internally renewable groundwater. Despite the lack of water, Kuwait is known to have some of the best quality of water in the entire world. Why? Well, this is because Kuwait has a very advanced and detailed desalinization process. Number 8 leads us to the Falcon Island. Falcon is a beautiful island off the coast of the Gulf, and it is one of the prides of Kuwait. The climate of this island is different from the mainland, which is why it is flooded with tourists during the spring season. Tourists can enjoy various activities here like boating, they can do sailing, of course swimming, and many other activities to keep them entertained. The ancient civilization that remains on this island also makes it very famous. The island is not just famous for holidays, but it's also used by the Kuwaiti Armed Forces for military purposes. Number 7, a very interesting one, falcons. Well, the falcon is a bird resembling an eagle or a hawk, but it is smaller in size, and the sacred falcon is the national bird of Kuwait. It is found on the nation's emblem, and the region where Kuwait is located is also known for falconry, which is a traditional activity of hunting the animal's natural habitat. All right, guys, hope you don't get too hungry at this one. Number 6, matchboos. Now, Kuwait is known for its amazing cuisine, and the food of this country is world famous. Everybody says that. If you ask anyone from the country for a good dish, they will tell you matchboos. This Kuwait famous dish is also called the national dish of the country, and it is made up of 3 main ingredients: the meat, which can be lamb or chicken, the topping, which is made of beans and onions, and rice, which is cooked in meat broth. Now, this resembles Indian biryani, but varies in taste and its preparation method. For number 5, you know we had to mention this. Kuwait is a very rich country. As a matter of fact, Kuwait is one of the richest countries in the entire world. With 72,872 in gross national income per capita, Kuwait is much richer than its neighboring countries. The economy of Kuwait does not consist of various diversified sectors that contribute to its economy. More than 3/4 of its export is petroleum. So Kuwait is an oil-rich country. The Kuwaiti dinar is also the world's most valuable currency unit. Moving on to number 4, Kuwait is also famous for its oil reserves. Kuwait produces 6% of the world's total oil production, and in 2017, it provided 3 million barrels. Kuwait shares a border with Iraq and Saudi Arabia, which are also petroleum-rich countries. Now, the Saudi-Kuwaiti neutral zone shared between Saudi and and Kuwait. That is where the country produces a lot of its oil. Kuwait also owns more than 50 crude oil rigs, and naturally this country is a hot spot for career opportunities in the oil and gas sectors, of course. Now, number 3 leads us to trap shooting. Kuwait is also known for, trap shooting. There are great shooting ranges in the country. Now, this activity is famous among tourists. Kuwait is world renowned for the sport with world-class equipment and state-of-the-art facilities. It is the ideal location to spend an afternoon exploring trap shooting. In this region, the skills for trap shooting can be easily learned, so I hear anyways. These skills include aiming at your target as well as accuracy. Now, these skills are taught for free by greatly skilled and experienced instructors. So I guess, if they're greatly skilled, you can really pick it up a lot easier. Now, number 2, camel racing. Kuwait is a country that has an abundance of camels because of the climate. Now, there are many camel racing clubs that are located in Kuwait where people can see camels racing against each other. Now, to attract viewers, the camels are dressed up in colorful Arabian outfits. Now, traditionally, humans were the jockeys of the camels, but now with advanced technology, robot jockeys ride the camels and can be controlled wirelessly. So whether you're watching a person riding the camel or a robot, it's still very entertaining. Now, the peak time for these races is between the months of October to April every single year. Now, for number 1, the thing that Kuwait is famous for is their Liberation Tower. Now, Liberation Tower is a 372-meter high telecommunications tower in Kuwait City. Now, it's the country's 2nd tallest structure and the world's 39th tallest building. Tourists are not permitted to enter the tower though. Now, the construction of this tower started before Iraq invaded the country in the year 1990. Now, the working of the building continued even after Iraq left the country. The building was completed in the year 1993, and the tower was named the Liberation Tower to recall and show respect for the liberation of the country from Iraq. The building is used for office purposes, and at night, the building really lights up beautifully. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this one. This was just a brief look at 10 surprising things that Kuwait is famous for. Let me know your thoughts about anything that I mentioned. Do you think something else should have also been included in this list? Whatever your thoughts are, sound off down below. Either way, hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, leave a big thumbs up. And if it's your first time here to the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well as ring that bell. That way you'll be notified when we release new episodes. We post videos daily, so look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.